That's right.
Hey, gatekeeper.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us.
Aww.
Nothing to report today.
God damn it. Just need a hug button so bad. I'd pay for that DLC. Aww. There. Well, let's keep moving. Constance. Sure, let's see what she has to say. Change tone.
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here?
Is this before or after you blow me up? Or turn me into a frog? I forget exactly what it was you did to me. Some spell goes wrong. I was just looking.
Your gaze was rather piercing for someone who was just looking.
Or truly a mood shift.
Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms.
I mean, always. Let's be honest.
This sort of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree. That's not what what's so transfixing. That wasn't it. Yeah.
If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me. Now then, you may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes.
I do wish.
But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd.
Oh, Constance, you'll be begging me for help later.
What was that look? Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself?
I mean, technically you are at this point. Just saying.
Well, you are correct.
Yep.
Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble. Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally, but in time, it will soar free once more.
A gilded wyvern. I think if it was gilded, it would actually have a harder time flying.
I shall fly, bold and beautiful into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored.
Oh, it will be. I wonder who's going to be willing to help you this time, though. Good luck.
Luck isn't a thing that you can bestow or that I need. I will do this.
She is definitely dedicated enough.
When I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you.
Oh, generous. Thank you for considering paying me for performing menial labor for you. I truly appreciate it. An interesting proposal.
Is that the most you can say when offered such a tantalizing prize?
The honor of working for me?
Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better. It shall not sway me one way or the other.
I do love her laugh, though.
You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort. If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted.
How will I do that?
Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority.
Well, my authority is C+. My metal is dragon bone and silver and iron and steel. I have all of them. My skill is like 20 something. I guess it's dexterity these days, but still. My wisdom, I'm not quite sure.
Of course! I've been struck by my own genius. You may assist me in my research.
I would be honored as long as you don't turn me into a newt.
That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am.
It would be. Hopefully I don't behold such a bright, shining star that I go blind.
It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character. It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
That look on by this fish is to that slight frown. Constance is always a treat. Well, that was a nice little detour to brighten the mood for a bit before the sad music takes it right back down. Hey, Dorothea, how you feeling? Good? Eat a lot of hay today? Got some horseshoes for you. Probably for someone like Ingrid.
Hey.
Since she's the only actual natural Pegasus Knight. Aw, you look sad. Are you sad? Just a bit, kid. Just a bit. Oh. The rain finally stopped. Well, for some of us at least. Who's in here? I'm sorry for your loss, Professor. Oh, just a normal soldier. And quest giver.
I trained with Gerald just the other day.
Oof.
Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
No, he didn't. And Kronia will pay a brutal death in exchange for his.
Do you have time for a request?
The Adristian Empire's Imperial Guard is looking for someone to train with. They're said to be the cream of the crop, but I'm certain you can hold your own. I'll think about it. I'm not so sure I have the time, though. Unless I do multiple engagements a month. We'll go this way first.
Professor,
Hey, Lysithia. Prudence is the watchword.
I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor.
Aww.
Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times.
Yeah. Lysithia is the embodiment of strength in the face of turmoil. I mean, when you think about what happened to her at such a young age, and the way she accepts her situation and just presses forward.
We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
I do respect her greatly for that. We should be careful.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
Oh, god damn it, need that hug button.
What? Hey!
Oh, she had a princess doll. That is amazing. Despite her best efforts to
What?
pretend that she doesn't like any of the kids' stuff. Who's over here? Oh, Dorothea.
Professor, I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say.
I know what you mean, Dorothea. It can be hard. You feel like you don't really. It can be hard to find to organize your own thoughts, let alone. Yeah, figure out what to say.
But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
Thank you.
I do find you very,
Yeah, I mean, be authority or something like that.
But Sir Gerald...
If I remember right, Bernie's over here. Oh yeah, there she is. She comes out of her room to pay her respects. Oh, it's so... God, I love her.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald.
So sweet. Thank you.
It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away.
No, Bernie. No. You're there when it counts.
Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Aww. And Linhart.
Interesting. I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about,
Right.
looking for anything we might find useful.
Okay.
There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all.
Makes sense.
What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former.
It is a famous sort of saying.
Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so...
Get Linhart, put them back before Rhea notices they're missing.
There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
No. If Rhea finds out, I'm not covering for you.
Professor. Unbelievable.
Ah, there's Anna.
I heard Gerald passed away. My deepest condolences.
Thank you.
I knew him long before I ever even met you.
You know basically everybody, though, don't you?
He was always so much fun to be around. It's such a loss.
I mean, as a time, space, basically a dimension-traveling salesman, you know a lot of people, I think. Oh, Ignatz. Thinking about painting?
Okay, I've decided on
Yes,
the composition.
he is. Composition, painting.
That's right. The composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor?
It's okay. Painting is an awesome pastime. Ignatz, have you never seen the joy of painting?
How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you?
I have. At least a little bit.
No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say,
Finger painting? Watercoloring? You paint?
well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here.
He's embarrassed. What a nice blush.
The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks.
Yeah? Would make a good painting.
Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities.
Hey, you have no need to apologize for your hobbies.
My studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say.
Do you want to make it more than that?
Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
Well, Byleth, not so much. No, none.
Oh, well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have
Oh,
hobbies.
no, you are right. It is perfectly normal. Byleth is a bit of an oddity.
Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art.
Midday naps for Linhart. Fishing. Byleth, actually, at least I like to fish. As Byleth. But otherwise, like Flane or... Ooh, Alois loves to fish.
Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress.
Yes, they are.
You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your
It
mind.
is super important, no matter how busy you get, to always make time, at least a little bit, for your hobbies.
Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed.
Exactly.
There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there?
No.
If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to
Oh,
canvas.
don't worry, Ignatz. That's not what I'm saying. Paint as much as you like.
Really? It's okay for me to paint?
Of course.
Well, I mean, if you're sure.
Just make sure to show me after you're done. I want to see them.
But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
You don't want to start your composition? Your paint? I guess you don't have all your stuff. Mostly just planning.
Yes.
What do we have in here? Someone. Ah, soldier.
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Gerald. He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times.
It sounds like him.
He always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
He was a good guy, a good dad, doing his best, given an unusual child. And unusual is the understatement with regards to Byleth.
Professor.
Annette, Mercy, have some sweets. All.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you.
That's so sweet of you too. Get it?
We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Yeah, trick your brain into feeling happier. Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
You guys want to eat them with me? I'd love the company. No? Alright.
Professor.
Oh, Hilda. Yes, this is a good time.
Hey, Professor. What are you doing daydreaming in a place like this?
Apparently enjoying the flowers?
It's lucky. As spacey as you are, you're always reliable in a pinch.
I wasn't you were daydreaming too.
Not as much as you.
Well, you just have more experience.
It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours.
Yeah.
Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile.
I miss talking to Hilda.
I was just playing around. Don't get mad.
Aw.
By the way, in the next battle, may I focus on logistical support?
That's not up to me. That's up to your, professor.
Off the battlefield, there's no use having a weakling like me in the middle of the action.
Well, you, as I always say, you just earned yourself a spot on the front lines, Hilda.
And it would bring down morale if I were killed.
It would bring down morale. She's got a point there. Luckily for you, I have time powers, but don't tell anyone. You're not a weakling.
Have you even seen me, Professor? Look at these noodly little arms.
Yes, that happened to wield an axe like twice your size. Like it was
I should be cheering
nothing.
everyone
Like
on
it was
from
paper.
The sidelines. It'll certainly improve the boys' morale, don't you think?
So you want to be the cheerleader? Why don't you want to fight?
Because even if I do, I won't be of any help.
Oh, but you would.
My big brother is the type of person who's supposed to be on the battlefield.
I remember you were one of my strongest characters in the Golden Deer.
For me, it's just a waste of energy. It's pointless. Everyone's cut out for something different. The right person for the right task, you know?
Yes, and your task is wielding an axe on the front lines.
Please, Professor. Keep me off the battlefield, and maybe I won't tell everyone you were daydreaming.
That won't work on me, Hilda. I don't have a problem with people knowing. Maybe I can finally recruit her. Granted, I don't get a second chance this time, so I'll have to wait to find out. Oh, Marianne. Not a recruitment thing, but
Dear
I'd love to talk to her.
I ask for guidance.
She does not like being interrupted. I empathize with that.
Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too?
I think I came by to talk to you. Alright, yeah, that's right.
I see. That's why I'm here too.
So I like to talk to Sothis. What are you praying for? Yeah.
Oh, nothing specific.
Seeking guidance.
I only call upon the goddess to give thanks, or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say take care, but do you have a moment? I do love talking to you. I know you don't understand why someone would want to talk to you, but you're so nice.
Okay.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say.
Don't worry, I blame Violet for this awkward silence. She is the one who has to talk after all.
I'm not very good at talking to people. The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here.
Right. Margrave, Edmund, and yourself, you kind of kept to yourselves. Why is that?
Oh, no particular reason.
Oh, poor Marianne.
I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me.
Speaking of people who need hugs.
Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor.
Finding a way to boost her self-confidence. Not an easy task. But a goal worth pursuing, I'd say. Sylvain? I'm hesitant to invite a girl to my room in the middle of the night with you-know-who living next door. I'm terrified of the scolding I'll get the next day. Ingrid. Makes sense that she'd be angry with you. Perhaps this time you and I, discuss your behavior. Maybe I'll rethink the room assignments. No, I'm keeping you next to Ingrid, though. She's your leash. I've always despised the heat, even as a child. Still, one must be prepared to fight anywhere, no matter the conditions. If you need advice for enduring the heat, is that Dimitri? Look for clothing and armor that breathe better? There we go. Wonderful. Who's in here?
Well...
Who's this littering all over the floor, damn it? Just dropping books and seeds and all kinds of things everywhere. Hey, Ash.
Not just Tomas, but Monica, too.
Yep.
We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we?
No, we can't. But we can trust each other.
Who are these people, really? What do they want?
That is a long and complicated answer there, Ash. That will be revealed to you over time. Cyril's in here as well.
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person.
Aw.
When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn.
Trying to recite the, I guess, not quite the last rites, but sort of prayer for, Gerald. He was taught by, I presume, Lady Rhea.
Receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a mourning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me.
Right.
I pray that Gerald is happy in the next world.
As do I. As do I. Ah, Caspar, good. Just who I wanted to see. Oh, right, this is the one where he,
Hey, Professor, what's going on?
either intervenes or doesn't. I think this is the one where he intervenes. There's a suspicious man.
A suspicious man? Where? Oh, is that him?
Caspar, somebody settle down. Wonder what's in that book/bag of his. I think it's a bag.
What do you think he's up to? Never mind that.
Fanny
Let's get
pack.
him.
Caspar, you can't just go attacking people just because they're suspicious. It's not the way it works. Or it's not the way it should work. Let's keep watching for now.
Keep watch? It's so boring. My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong.
Yeah, but there are a lot of other factors that you might not be aware of.
Come on, let's get him before he has a chance to strike.
You don't get to preemptively punish people for things they haven't done. This isn't Minority Report. You need to calm down.
There's no time to calm down. I'm just gonna... Oh no. The path he's walking down leads to the plaza where the kids play.
So follow behind, but closely.
There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
Tried to tell you, Caspar.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain.
Yeah, but kind of ruined an investigation.
If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing toward him.
Well, that or he just... yeah, well...
great. So I was...
No.
But because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about.
Yep.
The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. Are you prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime?
Yeah. It was my fault for, As his professor, I will take responsibility.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, it's not true, Caspar. Just because your instinct was correct doesn't mean your course of action was.
Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.
That's fair, but you should still, not act so, preemptively when there isn't an obvious threat. And now if he was brandishing a sword and approaching the children,
Maybe.
you couldn't, at the very least, disarm him at that point. Alright. Looking for a book? Let's see, over here. Oh, first. Don't let your guard down. I don't understand.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own.
Well, I mean, you weren't prepared to deal with, shape-shifting Agarthians. There isn't even a record of their existence, so...
We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald. I apologize.
Yeah.
There is nothing I can say to atone for
I suppose I can still appreciate your words.
Please do not let your guard down, even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
Oh, there's one, or I guess two more.
Monica von Ox.
There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character.
It's because this isn't the real Monica.
Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year.
Poor Monica. Poor Baron Ox. God, these damn snakes have just ruined so many families.
Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her and why.
Like Scythia, the House Ordelia, the Ock family, Edelgard's own family, Dimitri, and everyone connected to him. God, gotta make him pay. One final time.
Hey, you.
Hey, Flane, Hubert.
You have lost your father.
Yeah.
Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save
Aww.
me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you.
No, thank you.
If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
I'll make sure to do that, Flane. Maybe, just sit down with me, share a moment, eat a nice tasty fish. Hey, Hubert.
I've never been much for condolences.
Damn. Oh, Hubert. He, is quite the character. That's okay, though. I've gotten to know another side of Hubert. Still just as villainous, but, a bit more personal.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy.
Thank you, Hanneman.
Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month.
There's no need.
We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load.
Still, thank you.
I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Yeah. Oh, we're training, of course. I think I need bow.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss.
What is it, Manuela?
It's about the weapon that killed Geralt. Will you listen?
Sure.
It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger.
What do you mean? Is it the one that Dimitri has?
It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't
The same metal
normal.
that, like, the Scytheless Cereal or all the crescent sickles and stuff are made of? Agarthium, I think.
Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
I think that was the name of the material. I'd say let's hold off on this, but, yeah, let's hold off on that. Oh, wait. You have another thing to say?
I wonder who they were.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There's Sothis. Encyclopedia of Fodlan's Fish.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that
It was
book?
just an Encyclopedia of Fish. Oh, right, the ring.
That ring. I have seen it before.
Yeah. Geralt mentioned it to us, said he wanted us to give it to, someone special.
Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you
I
recall?
do.
He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Yeah, I only get one more choice. I've done you, Sothis. I've done, I'm pretty sure I did Edelgard. And then I also did happy. But who will be the remaining choice? That's so many good ones potentially. I'm not really sure. Do let me know if anyone has recommendations for which ones would be particularly nice.
Excuse me.
Hey, Rhea.
Professor, how are you holding up?
Holding up well. It helps that I've done this like 2 times. This is my 3rd time.
I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was, forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain as if it were brand new.
Yeah. Would you like to say anything, Sothis?
Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
That's sweet. Oh, I need, Oh, you don't do authority. I'll take the brawling then. Get it up to see if I can. You're good in fist to fist, are you? Hand to hand. Hey there.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another.
Right.
It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person.
Unfortunately, Monica is probably dead.
As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time.
Yeah, it seems likely. I doubt he was... It's possible that he's just been an infiltrator the entire time, but it's also it would make a lot of sense that, you know, they did the same thing with Monica.
How they managed
as with
such
Monica.
a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Perfect shapeshifting. I need B. Can you get me there? Give me a grate? No. Damn. Well, in that case, let's take Manuela up on her offer. Can't see if we're strong enough to do this one yet. Might not. No, we are definitely not. Bernie. Yes, please.
Thank you, Lady Bernadetta. I will take my leave.
Oh, good. Bye! Goodbye!
Oh, good. Oh, Bernie.
Finally. Oh, that was awful. Just terrifying.
What did they need? What's terrifying?
Please don't sneak up on me.
I mean, I was in your field of view. The classic Bernie jaw hanging open.
That lady asked me to show her around. I tried to be polite, but strangers are just so nerve-wracking.
Oh, it's okay, Bernie. You've never seemed scared of me. She has, though, Byleth.
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. I don't know if I ever had felt scared around you.
You've at least been intimidated.
I wonder why. You know, Professor, you might be the first person I've been able to speak to normally since I got here. And I have no idea why.
I love that fact, but also it was kind of sad. But yeah, I'm glad regardless.
I'm happy about it too. When we first started out here, we had to do drills outside. I skipped those every chance I got. It's a terrible idea, going out in the forest with all these people you don't even know.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, though, I can actually make it through class now. I'm grateful for
Well,
that.
I'm glad you feel that way, though. I don't know how I did anything, considering I'm not your professor yet. Would you want to change that?
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here.
Oh, it's all right. Pat, pat, hug.
Sorry. I'm okay.
Oh,
I am okay. I'm doing just fine. I feel safe here, thanks to
good.
you.
By the way, was that you singing in the greenhouse?
What?
And Bernie Gape is back once again. Gaping Bernie.
You saw that? Why would you see that? You were watching me? That crosses a line, Professor. See? Why would I be singing? I'd never be singing. I've never been singing.
I love that pout.
Useless, worthless, unmarriageable.
And there's that trauma from her less than stellar father. Even if he isn't guilty of the, you know, just beating up her friends for being friends with her. Even if that one thing isn't something he's guilty of, he's still traumatized her, which is unforgivable.
Anyway.
There's apparently another one. Oh, Dorothea.
Well, I had fun today. Of course, you want to see me again.
If they're in the right mind, yeah.
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again. Oh, hello, Professor. Were you watching that?
Just you finishing a date. ...
You look like you have something to say.
No.
Professor. Look, I know what I'm doing. My claim as a diva won't last forever, after all. I must look to the future.
Right. If I remember right, your current goals are basically to find someone to settle down with, basically.
You might think about doing the same thing. Your beauty, and you're gorgeous, won't last forever.
Thank you. We all feel anxiety about aging.
You? Really? I never would have guessed. Anyway, I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object.
I don't think I do.
I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life.
Do what you will.
I'm glad you understand. Not everyone appreciates the necessity of taking the initiative while you're still in your prime. Or are you just saying that?
Little A, little B.
Anyway, I value your opinion, Professor, but I won't have you interfering.
Oh,
with my
I
life
think
plans.
you sell yourself short. Even many years into the future, you could probably still find someone.
Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, right? How about it, Professor?
Well, okay.
I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing. Or did you really just consider spending your whole life with me?
I mean, from the moment I first saw you, I greatly appreciated your sense of fashion, particularly in headwear.
The thought hadn't crossed my mind before, but come to think of it, that might sound pretty nice. You've gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you?
Maybe a little.
If so, I'm very, very sorry.
It is the worst part about the time skip for Dorothea.
Professor.
She ditches the hat. The JoJo hat. Alright. And with that, we actually are ready to move on. Wait, no, I have 3 times stuff left. I'll use those in the dining hall. There we go. Now it's time. Of course, Annette. Lectures about strategy or reason require so much focus, I end up absolutely famished. But if I go to class after a big meal, I can't help getting sleepy. Well, snacks are the answer. Bring along a snack, just in case.
What a wonderful
Yes. I have made use of that idea very frequently in my past.
Hey there, Professor.
Particular value. Just make sure it's not something too smelly or loud. Like a granola bar is a pretty good choice, or something like it. Or just a candy bar. I can see study of sword and faith going really going hand in hand. You want to become a trickster? Physical defense plus divine protection, you know? So how about it? Absolutely sure.
I'm not sure about this.
Yeah.
I guess that's that.
Great.
It is still far from enough.
Reason 4.
I'm getting the hang
For both
of
of you.
this.
Wonderful. But what you need, Happy, is to get that up to B, writing. Oh, it's St. Cyril's Day. Happy St. Cyril's Day, Rhea. Yuri and Annette.
I want to leave. Don't make me do this.
Poor Yuri.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while
Yes,
they're doing
they
it.
should, just like you do, Annette. That almost raised my authority all the way. And of course, it's Rhea's birthday. Sure, let's host a tea party with her. Nah, we've done that a number of times. Let's just give her flowers and call it good.
I am grateful.
Let's see. I will do at least one more week of exploration / seminar. Or not seminar, / teaching.
I'm scared.
Ah, good.
Professor, hello.
Looks like we got
I have a
Ignatz.
quick question for you. Would you consider
Of
adding me to your
course.
class? I'd also like to talk to you about my future and
It's because I
stuff.
said you could paint, isn't it? Sure.
Really? Oh, thank you. I'll study and train as hard as I can.
Of course,
Thanks
Ignatz.
so much.
Great. One down. Should be able to get Hilda as well, hopefully, at least right now. This is also important because I need to see how many more of the paralogs I'm going to need to get.
I've sung but Sergio.
Hey there, Professor.
Oh, good.
I was thinking it might be nice to
So
join
Hilda's
your
not
class.
ready for some reason, but Dorothea is.
I'm not unhappy where I am, but I was just thinking that maybe if I was with
Sure,
you,
Dorothea.
well, I might learn even more. You're the kind of gal a girl could pay attention to.
Of course.
You know?
Come along.
Oh yeah? That's great. I'm looking forward to spending more time
What is it
with
with
you,
Hilda?
Professor.
Why does she... I'm already at C-Axe, I'm pretty positive. Does it need B-Axe? But then I also already got her to... her C support, so that should have lowered that requirement. In fact, I'm at C+ Axe. No, it's not like it'd be too much trouble to get it up to B. Not at this point.
Hey, pal.
Alright. Here's the perfect combo for a scrappy guy like me. Axe skills and brawling, yeah? Yeah? Swinging my axe left and right and then punching guys out if I lose my weapons. I was born to be a war master. Sure, go for it. Oh, whose birthday? Happy! Happy birthday, Happy.
We got through that without trouble.
Good.
I'm a quick study.
I didn't see who the first one to go up was. Looks like Dimitri maybe. No, I already got his up. Okay. Ooh, Mercy's so close. Same with Annette. Now, based off of those last recruitments we just did, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like one of them might have been added. Ignatz and Raphael's was added. Yeah. Okay. I should keep in mind, though, that, are there any, so this one expires this month? Just that one. Okay. Right, that one expires this month only because this is the month that, she disappears. But as for the next month, I can do multiple if I need to at a time. But we are cutting it close. But with how many of these recruitments I've targeted, it's understandable. I think this month, though, I will focus on... You know what? I think it would be better to wait for the rest of the knights to return before, you know, to get the remaining things I need to, for recruitment purposes, up. Yeah. As such, we'll wait for next month. We'll actually do all the paralogs we can this month, 6 of them. Get ready, buckle in. This is going to be several weeks worth of stuff, I think. Starting off with Tales of the Red Canyon. Or should I do Cream of the Crop first? Start off with Cream of the Crop, then Tales of the Red Canyon. Now we'll do Tales first. Sothis has a request for you, Byleth. At her insistence, you travel alone to the Red Canyon, followed by curious students. Here we go. Quite nice.
I'm so glad
Almost forgot to do that. Way to go, Happy! I had 2 of them, so I figured I might as well take a chance.
Easy peasy.
Wonderful.